Hey, I'm Richard Oldsmuller. This is my book. I paid my $209,000 student loan debt in less than 5 years. This is our publishing party. I am reading from my book a little bit to you for the fun of it. And, also to express my appreciation to you for supporting me throughout this entire process. And, you probably noticed a theme in the short time that you have known me. That there's a lot of crime, there's a lot of drinking in this book that I talk about. It has nothing to do with paying off my student loans. Like I said, it's a coming of age story. All these things that are happening around the point are just as interesting and entertaining as the actual point itself. And I just want to say, like, when you have that goal of paying down the student loan debt, it's never just working towards paying off student loan debt. There's a lot of stuff that comes along the way that sometimes distracts you from achieving that goal. In any case, this part of the book, I've already paid my student loans off, and I'm starting to live life a little bit. And so I'm going to read you some of that. And another thing I want to say is that just because the crimes and drinking and all that stuff, it's like, it's stuff that we do, but it's not necessarily who we are. And this excerpt that I'm reading to you will help to convey to you a little bit more of my character of who I really am. Back in the United States, it was time for my trip to San Diego to visit my buddy Paul. Neither of us surfed before, but we decided to rent some foam boards and try surfing at Solana Beach. The surf pummeled us as we tried to get past the breaks because we didn't know how to duck dive or turtle roll. With our tenacity, we finally made it past the calm. I waited there, lying on my board, looking at the shore. The waves rolled past me, and I heard them crash on the shore. I didn't know what to expect. Then, my first wave caught me. All of a sudden, I was on the wave, and it was carrying me in. The feeling was amazing. It was such an interesting sensation to feel and hear the wave as it propelled me to the shore. I wanted to try to stand up, but I really didn't want the experience to end, so I just hung onto the board. It was such hard work to get out past the breaks, but it was so satisfying to catch a wave. Paul and I were hooked. We developed a good routine of breakfast and coffee, lifting weights, post-workout smoothies, surfing in the afternoon, and indie films in the evening. One of the other beaches we tried surfing at was La Jolla, but we went back to Solana the next day. To keep up on our nutrition, we went to Whole Foods Market for some produce. On the way into the market, I saw a woman sitting on the sidewalk, coloring a page in a coloring book. She had a few pages that she already colored on display in front of her, and I thought she was just showing off her work. Then I realized she was homeless and was trying to earn some money for her work. I thought about giving her some money, but decided not to.
You're so nice.
We walked into the market, bought some red beets, garlic, ginger, turmeric, and some greens. On the way out, I saw the lady again and stopped to look at the pages she had displayed in the sheet protectors. One of the pages she colored was line art of a boxcar on a railroad track, and on the boxcar was line art of a great white shark baring its teeth. She did a nice job coloring the pages and even signed her work. I liked that she was doing something for her money, and she didn't just sit there with a sign asking for handouts. I happily gave her money for the shark on the boxcar and wanted to give her the sheet protector back, but she wanted me to keep the sheet protector to protect the art I just bought. I wasn't going to argue with her, so I took the sheet protector too. The whole experience made her happy. As I was walking away, she referred to the shark in the boxcar, smiled and said, "That's California, man!" And she raised her hand like a claw and growled at me and laughed. It was a fun encounter, and I liked that she wasn't down on herself. Back at Paul's apartment, Paul recounted how the year before he saw a woman, probably the same woman, sitting around that same area. He said he saw a lady and her daughter stop and give the woman a coloring book and crayons. Paul said he didn't give it much thought until we started talking about it, and loved that he was able to see the full cycle from broke to enabled to making money from her work. When I got back to North Dakota, I framed it and hung it on the wall of my apartment.
I love it.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for buying my Kindle and my paperback book, Paper 2009, $1,000 student loan debt in less than 5 years. Appreciate your support. Thank you.